Mabuhay!
Mabuhay!
Good afternoon. I'm going to take a lesson from our Major General. I may not be bright, but I'm going to be very brief. And the reason for that, I know you've heard from a lot of speakers today, but frankly, as I've been sitting here for the last few minutes, I've realized just how little I have to say when it comes to those who came before me, because our leaders who fought, who sacrificed, whose courage, I don't know if we will ever be able to match. They're the ones whose words deserve to be heard today. I will tell you, I'm honored that you are having this ceremony in the heart of my assembly district, an assembly district that includes the former International Hotel, that includes the future Manila Town Filipino Social Heritage District. The Filipino community has such an incredible connection to our city of San Francisco, and I'm honored to be one of our representatives. We are here today to honor the 70th anniversary of World War II and the sacrifice of hundreds of thousands of our Filipino brothers and sisters. The Bataan Death March, something that many of us did not learn about when we were growing up. This is part of our history, this is part of our story. I'm honored to be serving in a California State Assembly that passed a bill requiring the education of this horrific moment in our country's history, a history that still needs to be taught better in our schools. This year, with one of my colleagues, Assemblymember Rob Bonta, who I think many of you know is the first Filipino-American to serve in our California State Assembly, we passed a bill to celebrate this week Larry Itliong, who was part of this All of you obviously know who Larry Itliong was, but I will mention that earlier this week I had the opportunity to speak with the President of the United Farm Workers, and he too helped us all remember that the bridges that we build between our communities, between our Latino communities and our Asian American communities, between our civilians and our veterans, really come about when we remember those forefathers in front of us. I was honored earlier this year to author the resolution declaring Filipino Independence Day. And again, we have to always remember, because if we do not remember, if we forget, history will repeat itself. So let me also say, and I know this is true for every elected official who came here today, and I know Congressman Mike Hanna, who's here, will say this as well. Those of us who are your elected officials, we look forward to doing everything we can to ensuring two things. First of all, we need to make sure that those 18,000 American Congressional Gold Medals finally get awarded. And we need to make sure that our Filipino veterans receive the benefits and receive the recognition that they deserve. Again, I just feel so humbled to be here. So Congressman Honda, because he's representing Congress and he has these beautiful, fancy proclamations, I know he is going to be providing the large congressional recognitions for our veterans, but I was asked to bring two certificates of recognition for two folks who really deserve our thanks and our gratitude. You heard from one of them. She was part of the recognized guerrilla unit, the 10th Military District. She did reconnaissance. She was tortured. She was forced to work in the household of the Japanese commanding officer, and then she escaped when the Japanese forces left Manila. She is someone who has, for years, not only exemplified heroism and sacrifice, but she has been inspiring at helping to preserve the legacies of all of our Filipinos who defended Bataan and who fought for our country. If I could bring up, please, Lourdes Catig-Poblete. We want to provide this certificate of recognition for everything and who you are. Please.
I want to thank all of you for recognizing and giving me this certificate. I could have not asked for more. May we believe in the Lord that we are still alive, and God will bless all of us. God bless us all, and God bless America.
We would like to applaud the unwavering commitment to Memorare Manila 1945 in recognizing and commemorating the 100,000 civilians who perished during the Battle of Manila between February and March 1945. Congratulations. With the cutest Cub Scout in the world.
Julian is 7 years old, and I was exactly 7 years old during the Battle of Manila. But I was maybe a little bit taller than Julian. But my brother Rod and I, thank you, David, and we will keep fighting on, and we will keep trying to make everyone aware of what happened, and support Cecilia, and support General Requa, and everybody, and thank you again.